You're watching the Improved Production Racing Association of Queensland's round number 6 from Morgan Park Raceway, brought to you by motorsportzone.com and carselling.com.au, and of course, Yokohama Tyres. Well, qualifying was a big affair this weekend with the final round of the championship for the guys. Great to see the cars all coming out looking sensational. Well, look at that, brand new signage on the car, but brand new car for Taylor Herford. Yeah, that's right, a brand new E36 BMW and a big move for the team. And this time around, the Herfords are looking forward to a good season. Car looking absolutely resplendent. A great job again by the Herford team to turn this brand new race car around so quickly. Well, Walden there. Cannot take away from how dominant this little car has been throughout the year, and of course the rest of the field. I think, yes, Jason Grimman looking the goods as he always is here at Morgan Park. Championship so far, Stephen Jukes, Jason Grimman and David Homer, but he won't feature in the race to the number 1 banner, as it will be those two running out front. David Walden, well, again, him and Greg Hartnett very, very close up front. And Darcy Wade has put on a great show this year, but I don't think he'll feature in the run to the number 1 plate. Well, I tell you what, it's not going to be a big weekend for the likes of Dukes, because unfortunately on Friday's practice hurt an engine and he's had to go home and put an engine in, so he will not feature in Saturday's events, and he's got a lot of work to do to get back and chase the championship on Sunday. Well, having said that, not only this is a big problem for Homer. Watch this. That is the end of the block for that little Suzuki, and that is his weekend done and dusted. He parks it up for the rest of the weekend, and his championship has gone out the window. But it was all on for everybody else. There's Tony Racina looking very strong, and that car has been such a competitive package right throughout the year and in years prior. He's going to be a guy that is still going to be around a long time to come. The new car of Rod Lynch, of course, this year's been enjoying the run in improved production. And that car, tell you what's exciting when it rains, and it really does fall into its thing. There goes Angus Chappell and the E30 BMW, lovely looking car. Done a great job of bringing it out, and very much resplendent in the retro BMW Motorsport colours that we saw in the old CS series cars some years ago. There's that interesting little Datsun 1600 of Timmy Hill. Love that colour scheme. In fact, once again, another retro livery from days gone by in the American series when they call them 510s over there. The big Falcon swanning around Cunham 87. That's David Rogers. And that car looks mighty quick. Well, the rest of the field comes through. There's that little car, Greg Hartnett, the 11 car. A very, very strong little car, this 2-litre drivetrain, and a car to really, really watch when it gets time to run. Oh, look at this guy. I can't take it away from Justin Keys. Probably one of the fastest guys as we join him again inbound now. You see how quick and how hard he's driving that car, getting it ready to take to Phillip Island and take on the national championship. Well, this is how they ended up. Justin Keys on pole, Tonius Racina second, James Beck, Jason Grimman, then David Rogers, of course, Daniel Cliff, Scott Trenoth, Rod Lynch, Angus Chappell and Brett Batterby will round out the top 10 on the motorsportzone.com over 2 litres. The under 2 litre cars, Greg Hartnett will feature ahead of David Walden, and this has been a first because this has been a great changing the guard with Darcy Wade, Peter Casado, Royce Gregson, and of course Shane Klass rounding out the 6th in the category. And keep in mind, with this broken stub axle in the warm-up for the next race, will have a problem. This is race 1 highlights, and Peter Casado, well, he's not going to be a happy man. This car's fairly much bulletproof, and it has not been the case that it's had any mechanical issues all year. Well, Grimman now, look at how quick this high torque performance car is. Grimman on it in a straight line, it is a light ship. And here he comes, Brett Batterby, another one of the very quick runners coming from the back of the field as well. Running up there behind the car of the rest of the field, that RX3 that he chased down. Of course, the field settles itself now for the first time to the fast left-hander underneath the tower, and there's Justin Keys down the inside, the very nimble Mazda. Lout will now be out on the chase of that car, and Tonius Racina's out front. Here's this Racina now onto the back of Justin Keys. You can see this. You can see the battle as he tried to find a way up the inside. Justin Keys, once he's in front and pins his ears back, is very, very hard to catch. There's the big Falcon. That car's looking good. James Peck in the RX-7. He's found some pace at the back end of the year. Looking to have a big dive down the inside on the brakes. He's going to get the job done. He's up on the inside. There was room for him, and Angus Chappell now. The beautiful little BMW. Big move down the inside of Batterby. Under brakes. Look at the aggressive driving for these guys. The 76 car there of Brett Batterby back in front, changing out. There's the 22 of Angus Chappell back on the inside. This is where this category really puts on some great racing. They change positions as fast as they change hats. And the guys are doing a great job. There's that Datsun 1600 again. There's the new car for Hereford. Since the little car of Royce Gregson. Isn't he enjoying his time out there? Once again, another one of the guys that enjoys motorsport heavily, Royce Gregson, Daniel Clift. This time back in his car. Dad's not behind the wheel this time. In fact, Daniel back at the wheel of the car for this round. The final round, round number 6. Well, the field now sorts themselves out. Laps are falling away. David Walden and the very potent little RSU. This is an under 2 litre car due to the way that this has got a 10A engine in it, that's right. Only displaces in mathematical figures around about under 2 litres. But of course, problem there, trying to find a gear, that was a problem. You can see the drivers really are pushing the car heavily. There's no moment when they're out on the gas. Look at this brand new car for Carl Hereford. He's absolutely up to that. The car is looking a treat. It's great to see the team come in. There's an interesting little Audi. We don't get to see very much of Colorado. The Evil car, as it comes through, is a tremendously potent little car. When he gets it sorted, it will be very quick. Look at, come on. Jason Grimond is so quick in a straight line. It is just unbelievably fast. And of course, it's going to be an issue for these guys that come through. James Peck, well, the rumour is, and we can't confirm it, but he's got fuel pickup problems from the tank. So hopefully they'll get that sorted for later on in the weekend. Cole Ebel in the Audi. Look at this. Have a look at the Rod Lynch down the inside, having a big look on Clift. Oh, got a bit wide on the outside. Showed him a little bit of fender as he come past. And here's Walden now. With the problems again for that RX-7. Walden around the outside. Will have the handling and the lightness to go and be able to pull up other brakes down here as he gets down the inside of Clift. Gets the job done. Well, there's Darcy Wade. One of the big thing on Scott Trenoweth, depends on where you come from. I remember Mark from years gone by. We always had the conversation about how you pronounce his last name. But he's having a great run out there in a very, very potent little car, the RX-7. He's having a great time this season, in fact. There he is, Justin Keys. Well, he's not only has he done the job there, but it seems like he's got away. There's the marvellous little Suzuki Swift. And of course, you just can't take it away from him. But Justin Keys, well, the Mazda 808, too dominant here, takes the win from Grimond. From Mr. Racina, Rod Lynch and Daniel Cliff rounding out the top 5 in the motorsportzone.com over 2 litre cars. Now Justin packs up his bags and goes home after this too, in fact, because he's got the car ready to go and taking it down to Phillip Island for the National Championship afterwards. Well, the under 2 litre category brought to us by carselling.com.au with David Walden again in the RX3 ahead of Greg Hartnett, changing the guard. Walden getting ahead of the pole sitter. Darcy Wade, Royce Gregson, Shane Klass and Peter Casado out with that broken axle, so that will create a drama for him. But Shane Klass, good effort from the little Suzuki Swift. Well, Greg Hartnett away now. This is race number 2. And again, Hartnett gets away quick. This thing is just so quick off the line. We've seen throughout the year how quick it's going. And everybody else is at Lancashire Mill on the little front-wheel drive, very potent little package off the line. The field races its way through. The Audi now, running from the back of the bus and doing a good job. Once it gets its momentum running, it's very quick. Grimond now out in front. And this is where he's got to start to capitalise, because unfortunately for him, back in this event is the guy that's chasing down for the championship, and he has got a lot of work to do. And I tell you what, he's going to be one to watch. And you were talking about him. There's Stephen Jukes now on camera, the man that's got to do the job here this weekend and come from the back of the bus. Oh no, he's coming to the field, well aware he'll be coming from the back of the bus, and they're going to give him ample racing room. Look at Hereford, getting a little wide on the outside. And Grimond is coming. He is. Look at how quick Jukes is up coming through the field. Grimond's out in front, and he is trying to drive away from the field, but Jukes has got nothing else in mind apart from getting as close as he can to the battle for the lead, and also the battle for the championship. There is mid-pack. This is what it's all centred around. We'll watch the start again. Here's Stephen Jukes off the get-go. Big puff of smoke coming out of that looked like out of out of the Suzuki Swift, in fact. And again, he's threading the needle, get caught up behind the Tremax-sponsored Commodore, and now finds his way up on the inside. There's one. Now it's James Peck, of course. Fuel pickup problems fixed. Car running a whole lot better, and now he's mid-pack down the inside of everything. He's got Batterby. There's this Racina. As he tries to get the inside, him and Tony nearly come together. So it's not the fact that Scott Trenoweth, in fact, that he's pulled up behind. Look at this again. Can't get much more commitment than that up beside the 19 now. That's David Walden. He's got blows by up the inside, the more powerful 13B up on the inside of the 10A. And that's the difference there in outright speed. Jukes now in the middle of this pack, trying to fight his way through to the front. That's Gavin McAlpin in front of him. Now he's onto the back of the BMW. Unbelievably quick. That will be the car of Warwick Douglas. It is. He's got Douglas up the inside. Job done. Now he's through up on the inside. Now, again, we're back with James Peck. Car running a lot better this time. Darcy Wade's his next victim here. Straight down the inside of the Midas car. Now he's got Greg Hartnett in front, and he's got a race ahead of him to do that. There's Grimman, head-on shot at him. There's Tony Esracina behind him. There's Lynch and the big Falcon trying to get some power down. There's Hartnett. There is, of course, the car of Peck. And where is Jukes? He's coming. There he is, just in the background. He's got Batterby as his next car. He's trying to find a way past. The field makes its way through that fast right-hander. Good, that Datsun 1600 coming through the field very, very quickly as well. Well, look at this, Stevie Jukes. There's Batterby, big lock up ahead. He'll have seen that. And again, he's really reacted pretty quickly. Batterby is the next car. He's got to find a way past it. I think Batterby's going to put him through. He does. Now, this is sportsmanship from the guys. He knows he's not going to hold him up, and he knows it's all about the championship, so he's letting him through. So the clean-up sponsored car of Batterby points Jukes, who is on the way forward. There's the 98. That's the car of Nicholas Jukes. And he is, again, another guy to watch. Of course, Stephen Jukes now got issues. Oh, look at that. You can't take that away. That looks like, that's probably a power steering. Well, it looks like he's lost power steering, and that would make that car 9 impossible to drive. Peck now, up the inside of Hart. It gets the job done. Oh, it doesn't. It's close. Side-by-side action through the left-hander. Good racing room given by both guys in straight line. They can't take it away from the more power. Oh! And Greg Hunter gets caught not by one but by two. Screaming. 3 cars as he got balked coming out of there, and that's cost him a lot of time. The Centreline Industries car being unfortunately balked out of the corner. Everybody blows by. David Walden out the inside of Hunter. This is where Hunter says, no, not exactly, mate. You can wait to maybe the next time around. I've got this covered. Onto the front straight now. And the little potent 10A Rotary does a great job. There goes Lynch, there goes Peck on the outside. And the side-by-side battle here of Hartnett, and there goes Trenoweth beside him. Look at this battle. It's just about the straight line speed of the rotaries and the unbelievable rev range that they can generate. A long, long time ago that we've seen them in touring car racing, and they lend themselves beautifully to this category. If we remember in years gone by, the RX-7 and the 808s were famous. That wagon of Wakefield was one of the most famous improved production race car in this state, not only Australia-wide as well. Look at this. There's Rod Lynch. And here's James Peck. Gets a nice run onto the straight. Fuel pickup problems fixed now. Grabs top gear down the outside. And Lynch gives him room. Big dive under brakes. Back to third gear. Turns it back in. Well, got that job done nicely. Peck now on the way forward as well. Great looking lime green colour, that car. The colour scheme of that car really is sensational on camera. It looks even better close up, folks. Now, through the right-hander. Here they come. What a nice shot there. The clean-up BMW. Side-by-side action now. The Datsun 1600 down the inside. And we talk about quick cars. There's car number 14. That's the car of Chris Ballant. And one of the newcomers to the category, and a guy that's really doing well. Of course, carrying a local guy, carrying the Tremac logo on the back of his car, local gearbox supplier from Warwick. And it's great that a lot of guys are using the Tremac 5-speeds and 6-speeds in their cars. All right, through the left-hander now. There he is, the Centreline Industries sponsored car, where you just left that. Big lock-up from the 85. And of course, of Tim Hill. There's the car of Nicholas Jukes. In the BMW Motorsport colours, and the field makes its way through. Darcy Wade, Walden chased him through again, underneath the very tricky left-hander, underneath the bridge. Cars with a lot of attitude. Mitre sponsored car of Darcy Wade always looks a treat. There is that car. Well, you can't take it away from that little little Suzuki Swift is showing class. It's the most probably ultra reliable car in this category, and it's probably bang for buck, probably the best, the most efficient as well. It only uses $4.50 of race fuel every weekend. It's so great to race, and he's out there having a ball, running around with this field and doing such a great job in his class as well. David Walden. Again, we're watching this battle between him and Darcy Wade. Darcy Wade can't defend. He's got to let him go. They get side by side, dives down the inside, and under brakes down the end. He will get him. There's the rest of the field come down. Here he comes. Look at this. Hard under brakes. Gets the car turned in. Wade had to yield. There's nothing he can do about the pace of the car coming. And they exit that corner now under the bridge, and it's David Walden, the little RX3 that gets away ahead of the very potent little Honda Integra. Well, Greg Hartnett now. Look at him. Flames belching from the back of Scott Tronnell's car. And he gets a little wide on the outside. Gets that wrong. Up down on the inside goes 11 of Greg Hartnett in the Sunline Industries car. Makes its way towards the front of the pack. Well, there's Grimman now. He's had his head down, trying to keep this buffer between that car that's chasing him down. And we're talking about the car of Jukes, but Jukes will have a problem. Remember the power steering line out of that car. He won't feature in the results. And these guys are, look at this, the 15. Love this car of Royce Gregson. Looks sensational. James Peck now, up onto the back, trying to fight his way past. This will be the car of Tony Esracina that he's chasing, the two front-running RX-7s. And through the fast right-handers, nothing Esracina has to do. He's got to yield. As he got down the inside, got enough room. The side-by-side, he gets up to the job, gets a little crossed up on the exit, get the power down a bit quicker. But he gets the job done, and Peck makes his way forward again and past Tony Esracina on the way towards the front. Well, there goes Rod Lynch. Lonely place for him on the racetrack. No one chased him down and no one in front of him. So he's in no man's land where he is at the moment. There's the shot between Trenneth and, of course, the final lap coming your way now. Look at that. The boys roll through. This is their placing so far, and it's great to see that the field hasn't really spread itself out or spread itself a little thin. But that man out front is just trying to cement his championship, and there he is, Jason Grimond. He's got Peck chasing him down, and Peck is flying. And I mean flying. He is really reeling off very quick times in the chase for Grimond. Grimond's got a mathematical equation in his head. He knows what he's got to do. And the checkered flag comes out. And I think it was all too late. But look at this, last run at the flag, and it will be. There's Esracina coming through and the rest of the field. So a good run from everybody. And this is going to leave the points very interesting going in the final races over the weekend. Well, look at this, the over 2 litre category brought to us by motorsportzone.com. Jason Grimond, James Peck, Tony Esracina, Rod Lynch, David Rogers, of course Scott Tronneth, Brett Batterby, Tim Hill, and of course Chris Ballant, and of course Warwick Douglas rounding out the 10. And of course the great result there from of course Jason Grimond. Nearly got a stranglehold on the championship now. The under 2 litres, the carstunning.com.au. Well, it was David Walden, Darcy Wade, Greg Hartnett, Royce Gregson, and Shane Class rounding out the top 5. And the under 2 litre category is still going to go down to the wire for the front running positions as well on the victory days. Well, it's been a big weekend for the guys, and a big weekend still yet to come as the rest of the field have got to roll out for race 3, and again that's Grimond will come off the front, and Jukes has still got had to do some work over to get this car turned around, and he's still in this field, and he's still in the hunt. So there it is, Grimond now. Peck, he's trying to shorten him up. He didn't show him any racetrack, and Peck leads him into the first right-hander. Grimond is well and truly struggling now with, well, he doesn't really need to struggle at all, but he's struggling trying to find a way past. Here comes Esracina as well. Has he done the maths in his head? Has he realised that all he has to do is finish this race to win the championship? I think he's thought about it. Hopefully that's the case. Through the right-hander now. Final race of the weekend. Look at the pace he's carrying, Grimond. The guys will be telling him, mate, second is good enough. Just hold second and he can't catch us. Even if he gets near us, he can't beat us for the weekend. Let Peck have his day. You need to finish second to secure the championship. But Grimond's a racer. I don't think he's going to give it away. And there's the man chasing him down. And it's all about Jukes and what he can do in the final race. There's Douglas rolling through the field as well. Peck out front. There's Grimond. The hot dog performance. Commodore. And there's the car of Rod Lynch. Now the 87 car doing a great job here is the car of David Rogers, who's been featuring well so far in the categories. He's really pushed these guys heavily throughout the weekend. Car looking and now becoming such a better sorted package as the year's gone on. That right-hander here at the end of the front straight is an absolute classic part of the racetrack. Car number 14 and the car of Chris Ballin. Again, the Tremac Gearbox's sponsor car. There's the crowd eagerly waiting the checkered flag at the finish. The photographers are so keen, they've been there all weekend taking photos. This marvellous category. And it's great having them here on the track as we speak. Well, the field coming through. There's the Datsun 1600. There's the car of Batterby. We join Brett Batterby now, watching the flames belch out of the back of that arc. Several cars going around everywhere here. There's a problem for the Datsun 1600. Here's the 85 then of Tim Hill spinning through the right ender. Here they come through the traffic. Hartnett now. There's the 97 of Scott Trenoweth trying to find a way through. And there's that man in the chase, Stephen Jukes. He doesn't want these guys battling in front of him. He really would rather have a clear racetrack. Look at this Douglas and the car of Royce Gregson. There's the Audi, of course, of Cole Ebel. And I love the colour scheme of that car. It's just so unusual. Looks great on camera. There is Walden and the magnificent little RH3, the world beater. One of the smallest engines as far as real capacity is concerned. It's only 1,000 cc's, as you know, but by the way the multiplication factor works with cams, it comes out as that. There is Grimond, the checkered flag, and now he knows. And James Peck will take the win, but it's Jason Grimond that will end up with the championship. Tony Estracina in third, Rod Lynch, David Rogers, Stephen Jukes, a valiant effort this weekend, having a crack, Brett Batterby, Trenoweth, and then Tim Hill and Warwick Douglas. And motorsportzone.com over 2 litre categories, but it's all about Jason Grimond and his championship, and he's won it. He'll be happy with that result. Well, race 3, the under 2 litres, David Walden takes another win. Darcy Wade, Greg Hartnett, Royce Gregson and Shane Class will be the 1 lap behind. Well, our championship winners were so keen to talk to us. One of them was so keen to pack up early as he could. David Walden drove his car straight up onto the trailer, as you'll see, and of course Jason Grimond we catch up with as well. So we'll cross those interviews now.
Yeah, I'm very happy indeed. It's been an excellent year. Just want to thank the club. Thank you guys for doing all the photography work all year. The videos have been excellent. Thank my wife for coming out and participating, and yeah, all the other competitors have been an excellent year. And Simon Odell Fontana for building an excellent motor.
Yeah, no, it's been great. Look, we've been pretty lucky this year. We've had really no real dramas engine-wise or car-wise, so we've been able to accumulate a lot of points that way with just consistency. So very happy. You know, we've got a big round coming up with the Nationals, so you know it was good just to sort of wrap it up today. Yeah, it was some very hot, close racing. Yeah, I'd just really like to thank the IP boys and for some good close racing. I'd also like to thank a couple of my sponsors, High Torque Performance, Pristine Smash and Grimo's Garage, and yeah, and all my family.
Well, this is how the championship points worked out. The motorsportzone.com over 2 litre championship. Grimond in the end was the winner. Stephen Jukes, then David Homer and Warwick Douglas in third. And the under 2 litres for carselling.com.au was David Walden, Greg Hunt and Darcy Wade ending up third. What a cracking year it's been. We really want to thank the guys from carselling.com.au for their fantastic support this year, and of course the guys from motorsportzone.com for their efforts, and not again forgetting another major sponsor, Yokohama Tyres. Well, it's been a great time. It's been a great year. 2016 is done and dusted. That's a wrap. We'll catch you next year when we go racing with the Improved Production Racing Association of Queensland. When your backside's trackside, we'll catch you then. This broadcast of the Improved Production Racing Association of Queensland brought to you by motorsportzone.com, carselling.com.au and Yokohama Tyres.